bienvenido a episodio 3 de Sazón and
Conversation.
Diré por aquí,
Cintia por acá. Y bueno, nada, bienvenidos. En el día de hoy va a ser un topic un poquito más relajante.
Porque ya el último estuvo
demasiado picante. Hay que moderar.
Balance, mi gente.
Yes, everything in life is a balance. I agree. Entonces, hoy vamos a hablar sobre reflexiones. Cosas un poquito más profundas. Entonces, vamos directo al grano, como siempre. No se puede andar con rodeos. So, what's the biggest challenge you have faced?
Directo al mambo, en la yugula. Ande el diablo, espérense. I feel like with my family, it's been like me coming out and the accepting part. Like being part of the LGBTQ community, it's hard. Coming from a Hispanic family, also very hard in itself. And those combined together, que ni se diga.
Yeah. It's just hard. It's just like sometimes they think you're going through a phase. Like I still remember telling my mom I was bisexual and just like zero acknowledgement, you know? So it's just like, how do you open up and have someone accept who you are and understand that it's not a phase? Like this is just part of my identity.
Exactly. So like I feel like that's something that until today I know that I struggle with my family. Like I know that I've overcome a lot of things with them and my mom has come around a lot, but there's a lot to be worked on.
Family wise, for me, I think accepting that sometimes your family is not your blood related family and that no matter how much you do, you can, como que people are not always going to match how you feel about them, and letting go of that and kind of creating your own family as you come along and your own village. And finding that love in other places. Like, to me, it was hard to understand that was okay and not, just being sad constantly about not having that from my own family,
I like that you've created your own family,
Yeah.
like your own, like the people that you have in your life, because it's hard.
Yeah, it is really hard. It is. I think till this day, I probably struggle a lot with it, but, just kind of learning as I go.
No, but I feel like you're doing a good job overcoming that, because I know it's hard and I know how much you struggle with your family, period.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's hard.
De que aquí estamos deep, mi gente.
Sí, no, hoy va a ser uno que si uno acaba llorando.
Ay, Dios mío.
Hoy es uno de esos días. What about relationship-wise? What's been a challenge?
For me, I feel like the communication part, it's something that... I don't know. I've always been very close off. Like my family is not very communicative. And it's always like if you say how you feel, it's like faltando respeto. So I always
Keep to yourself.
Kept to myself and never really said como yo me sentía. So I feel like I struggled with that before in relationships. I feel like now I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be cocky. I'm doing really good. Like in that sense, like communication wise, it was so fucking hard.
You are absolutely amazing. Like even like when sometimes you need to tell me about something and you're like, I just need you to listen. Like to me, it's just like, wow, like she's really putting out there what she needs. And to me, that's something that's so hard. Like I can't do that because I feel like, oh, I'm bothering you. I'm telling her like exactly what I need, and that's selfish on my end, like it's just like, and it's actually so important because sometimes people do need to be told what you need from them, because they can't get in your head.
Exactly. Yeah. And like for me, like communication is very important, and like she always says that I'm a good listener, and I before I'm like, okay, I just listen, but sometimes I feel like I don't know what to say, and sometimes that's okay. So I learned to realize like, okay, if I'm starting a conversation, I started with, I want to be heard. I don't want an opinion. Or if somebody's telling me something, it's would you like me to listen, just listen, or would you like me to also give you my point of view? And I feel like that has helped me a lot as well.
Yeah, you're amazing. I mean, and stuff like that, like I feel like I've learned so much from you, and just, you know, trying to model some of those things that you do that I know work well, and at the end of the day are just healthy for the way that you communicate with other people and keep those relationships going. For me, for relationships, I will say keeping those intrusive thoughts in. I think that sometimes I've acted out on my intrusive thoughts without knowing how to distinguish healthy and good thoughts from just intrusive thoughts. Like, you will think crazy shit all the time. You don't have to act on it, you know?
That is very true.
And I just think that that's been very helpful for me for, like, you know, just kind of like stepping out and having some self-awareness, because I know that I can be a lot, you know, I can be a lot in relationships in a negative way. So I think it's important to just bring out the best part of ourselves with other people. To me, legacy is like a huge thing. Like, what am I leaving behind the day that I die? What are the things that people think or feel about me? You know, like, have I crossed people's lives in a positive way?
Yeah.
To me, that's like really important.
Oh, that's a good way of thinking.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah.
Next question. What's a lesson you wish you learned earlier in life?
I feel like for me, it's like learning how to feel those feelings through and not avoid them as much, I guess. Because I feel like I was always like, oh no, I don't care, or no, I don't like, you know, didn't really show my feelings to anybody. And I feel like, wow, I would have been in a different situation if I would have just really sat with my feelings and really for reflection and really felt those through.
Yeah.
And just not act like, okay, no me importa.
To me, this is a really hard one. I think I'm very big on financials. So I think that some of the things I know now about financial decisions, I wish I would have known back then. I wish I would have known how to manage myself better.
Yeah.
And sometimes how to not be afraid. I think we carry with us a lot of generational poverty because of the habits that were instilled in us by our families, by our surroundings, and just knowing now that there's more, that there's other ways, that, you know, sometimes you're not necessarily handed things, but you can make earlier life decisions to be where you need to be later on. And also, not only to my younger self, but also to my current self, to not be afraid, which I think that fear stops us from doing a lot of things that sometimes we want to do, in all sense of life, of course.
Literally.
Yeah.
Y que si yo supiera que la economía iba a estar de la forma que está, mi amor, yo hubiera comenzado a save desde que yo estaba en la barriga.
A los 5 años hubiera comprado una casa. Porque como estaban en ese tiempo las casas,
de que 3 pesos por una casa, ¡pah! Lo doy una.
Señores, cuando yo entro a asilo y yo veo cómo estaban esas casas y la veo ahora, yo digo, señores, pero esto es un relajo.
Esto es una burla.
Next question. Who has influenced you the most in life?
I feel like my mom. I'm not gonna lie, because I see how my mom was before and I see where she's at now, and like the changes that she made throughout her life, and I'm like, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of the person you've become. I'm so proud of the challenges you've like overcome, like the situations that you've got out of, like just everything, and how she has been able to get into a place where she's just, you know, she self-reflects, she's happy with where she's at, she's doing what things that she loves. And I feel like when I think back and I just feel like life is just lifing, it's good to think back and just have like that role model of like, okay, you know what, things will be okay no matter what. Like,
yeah, That's amazing. I think my mom too, mainly because of the past, the way that she raised me and my sister by herself, as a single mom, as an immigrant in a country where she didn't know anything. I can think of the many ways on how things could have been different and how they ended up being, like I went to private school, like I had expensive things like all the other kids did. I went to private music classes, and I don't remember a moment where her struggles got in the way of us having everything, and more. Like I think back and I'm like, shit, like these women made it happen, and now I have kids and I'm like, wow, I really admire a lot of the things that she went through, and how she was still able to kind of keep us moving forward in the midst of all of that. I mean, obviously as moms we make mistakes,
of course.
So, but when I have to sit down and think about how things could have been, I wouldn't wanted to things be any other way. I know that I am the person that I am now, and I am the mom that I am now, thanks to the influence I had from her. But I can also think of two other people.
Ooh.
Yes, one of them is you.
I'm gonna start crying now.
One of them is you, because it's just like the way that you've helped me kind of see the world more calmly and just kind of like sit down, take a step back, and not only see shit from my perspective. Like I'm very quick to fucking want to kill somebody, and I'm kidding. We don't do any of that, okay?
We only think about it.
Intrusive thoughts again. But it's just like, okay, what's the perspective of the other person, and kind of working through that. Like you really, really influenced me in that way, and I'm just so proud of you and our friendship.
Look at the yin of my yang.
We really are.
Literally. Because we're siblings, sisters, twins,
everything
todo.
in between.
Literally.
Yes. And I can think of probably think of many other people. Okay, I want to give a big shout out to all of my high school teachers. They were absolutely amazing, and they just made me believe the sky was the limit. And to this day, I live with that mentality.
Period.
But I can think of this one other gentleman I worked with. It was a little takeout place, and he just made me change my life. He changed my life completely when it came to financials. Again, going back to that topic. But it was just like, whoa, there's so much more you can do for yourself, and don't let yourself be stuck, and kind of keep moving forward. He kind of instilled in me a lot of that business mentality that I never had before. I always dreamed with open a nonprofit. I wanted to be a psychologist. I wanted to help people. And at some point I was like, okay, wait, but it's so hard to help people when they need it financially. You would realize you had a friend that needed $500 to pay rent, or there was this kid that was homeless and needed a place to be or food to eat. And it's just like, okay, but I have nothing in my pockets. So it made me change a little bit the perspective on, how you can help people in different ways. And how financial stability is so important.
It's so crazy how people cross our paths and they don't even know how much they change us.
It is insane. I can think of so many people, and I'm just so grateful. Again, people cross your life for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But every single one of them have a purpose.
Literally.
Yeah. Next question. What's the most exciting thing about your life right now?
Oh my God. I feel like it's just the way that I've been traveling and just doing everything and anything. Oh my God.
This woman is YOLOing.
Oh my God. The way that I'm just like, you know what? Fucking, sí, está bien, vámonos.
Literally, you call her up any plans every single weekend. She has 20 different things going on. I'm like, when are you making time for me, man?
Oh my God, literally, my friends are always like, Jessica, Judith, nos falta un party. But I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, because I'm actually como
really
que haciendo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I can look back and be like, diablo, este año yo me la pasé haciendo de todo y más.
Literalmente, o sea, yes.
Like, ahora que yo me estoy dando gusto. Because back home, I feel like I couldn't do anything. Like, I was just
I just
stuck
feel like
at
you're
home.
kind of living like your college years now.
Now.
And, you know, I don't know. Maybe like back then, I don't know. Life was lifing. There was a lot of
Literally.
things going on. Yeah. Okay, so for me, my girlies.
Oh my God.
I mean, being a mom is just like fucking box of surprise every other day. But, you know, just like seeing them grow every day, like coming back from work and just like driving home so excited, like, oh my God, I'm gonna see them. Like, what did they eat today? Or like, oh my God, they're already looking bigger. And I don't know. Or every time I go and I shop for them something because, or I put away their clothes that don't fit them anymore. Like, it's just,
the nostalgia of just seeing the little things that they don't fit into anymore.
Yes, crazy, but it's so exciting. Like, it's all the time. It's just like they just keep growing, and I just like can't imagine life any other way right now. Like, being a mom obviously can be hard. People don't romanticize on that shit. Don't be having kids just to have them, okay? But I don't know. I feel like it was always in me, and now being a mom is just being a mom.
I feel like you were
Meant to be, right?
you were meant to be. Like, some people you can see that they're going to be like good parents and like meant to be parents. Pero hay gente, Dios mío.
Vemos y juzgamos.
Pero yo no voy a decir nada.
But it's so funny though, because I am a true real life supporter of abortion, and I thought that maybe becoming a mom was going to change that. And it actually made me become more of a supporter of abortion, because do not fucking have kids if you don't want them. Like, they are such amazing leavings, but they depend so much on you for absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's Saturday and I'm like, I just want to leave. I just want to sleep 30 more minutes, please. And they're on your face. They're like, hey, mom, are we going to park? Are we? Okay. Mommy's getting up. And it's not for everybody.
No.
You know, you gotta be realistic for yourself, with yourself.
Yo dije, bueno, ya yo tengo 2 part-time que la devuelvo cuando
ya
la
no
cosa es tan caótica. De que brega con lo tuyo ahora.
Me muero. Okay, so next one. If you weren't afraid of failing, what's something you would do right now?
Something I would do, quit my job.
Damn!
I don't know why I even thought about it. Quit my job right now.
I'm like, what?
Quit my job like ASAP.
Immediately.
Like yesterday. Dije, never mind, no, vamos a quitar esto ahorita. Dije, oh, es verdad. Vete para tu casa. Chacha.
I would do several things.
Una de ellas.
I'm going to say several, actually, okay? One of them is going to be starting a business yesterday. I've always wanted to start a hairline product business. Trying to convince this woman so we can get together, get that shit started, open up a business. Curly girlies, call us up. That's coming up someday.
De que stay tuned.
And then manifesting it, speaking it into the universe. Dejen ese mal de ojo. Clearing
de que solo
this
buenas
space,
energías.
Buenas energías y mucho dineros.
Yuyu.
Another one would be moving to another country.
Oh.
Yes. I've always wanted to move back home. It's just always been hard to define what home is to me. And I don't know. Now Florida feels like home. But home also feels like the Dominican Republic. Home also feels Spain. And home also feels the world. So maybe traveling the world. Who knows?
Literally.
Like,
oh my God. I will quit my job. Just, yo no voy a decir backpacking because esta que está aquí no sabe pack en una backpack. Ni para un weekend. So, con mi malestones para todo el mundo. So, De
Literal,
una.
this woman cannot do a backpack for the life of her.
Muchacha.
She goes away for the weekend and she has like 5 bags.
No.
Like full.
Oh my God, hoy en el trabajo me estaban relajando. Because yo andaba con mi purse, mi lunchbox, mi coloring bag, and then on top of that, yo tenía mi bag del gimnasio conmigo.
No puedo con ella, ya ustedes saben. Esa mujer, óyeme, la mujer de los ferferes.
No,
Every time she's packing for like a trip or I'm in her room going like, what the heck's going on here?
de que yo con una maleta desde el tamaño y ella se va con una backpackcita. Digo, PRD, yo, mi amor, pero es que... ¿Y si tú te cagas 7 veces en ese día y te tienes que cambiar 7 veces?
Yo no estoy para pagar esos fees de Frontier ni de Spirit. Y yo el pasaje que sea más barato, ningún. Yo escucho a la gente de que complain y de que, ay, es que ese avión es muy incómodo. Todos los fucking airplanes are uncomfortable. Unless you're in business class, laying in one of those beds, forget about it. Nadie me hable de eso. Yo no les hallo la diferencia ni el JetBlue ni el otro, ni la mentira del diablo. Lo único que obviamente si se encuentra un pasaje bien, uno coge uno mejor que el otro, porque por lo menos te incluye en tu carrión. Anyways, no le estamos dando free promo.
Es verdad.
Suelten eso, manda. Pero yeah, I think that would be...
Yeah, definitely traveling. No, yo me fuera para RD, mi amor. Ay, Dios mío. Un trabajito de las casas, que me paguen en dolaritos, hasta en euros si quieres.
Mi amor, óyeme, a mí como que con que alguien me llame y que Cintia, usted ganó un sorteo de un negocio aquí en RD, una fritura de chicharrones en la avenida, no te preocupes, voy rápido a reclamar lo mío. Créeme que me van a ver ahí mañana haciendo los chicharrones del día. Me fui. Claro, háblame de billuyis y me voy donde sea.
Lo resuelve de alguna manera.
What's something I've outgrown but still hold on to? Digo, muchísima ropa que me ha prestado mismo. No,
de que la ropa y ya.
No, pero I'm serious. On serious matters.
No. Díganos ustedes, inspírenos ustedes. Like, comment, que es algo que ustedes outgrown, pero todavía están ahí como que
holding on to it. If I'm to think about something, it would be Boston. Like, I feel like I outgrew living there and who I thought I was or I was meant to become. And moving kind of helped me see that there were more horizons.
Yeah.
And get to know different versions of myself. I think that would be, I don't know, if I was to think about something, it would be that.
Now that you said that, I feel like that's true. Like, I feel like I limit myself because I feel like I can't do certain things. And so even until now, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. But then I think back and I'm like, but I've done this, and that. So like, why do I think I can do this now?
Yeah. And there's different versions of myself that I come along with, and, you know, like, just outgrowing them and accepting the newer versions of myself. Vamos a ver. What's one area of my life I've been avoiding facing? You're going to say of me and I'm going to say of you.
I'm del diablo.
Yeah.
Ya yo sé. Comenzando terapia, mi amor. Comenzar terapia. Eso es un área que sí tenemos que comenzar, pero we've really been avoiding.
That's very true.
So,
but you did get started at some point.
You need to start.
Oh, me, yes.
You
said me.
No, tú me estás diciendo de ti, yo estoy hablando de ti, corazón hermoso.
That's very true. That's very true. I have been avoiding it. I found ways to do self-therapy.
No, mi amor. No.
I'm just really bad. I'm just very bad at, I don't know, opening up to people. I don't know.
Lo tenemos que comenzar.
To you,
oh Dios,
I think it's your future. I think you avoid thinking on how to get where you want to be. I feel like, maybe, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you, like, I mean, I think it's really important for you to, like, hold on to your present, and I'm very happy on the way that you do it. But, you know, sometimes that next step of like, okay, where is it that I'm moving to next without fear.
Mm,
Without fear. Because you can think about it sometimes, but I feel like when fear overtakes,
yeah.
then that's the hard part. But looking at it from like a happy place of like, okay, this is where I'm at now. Maybe it's not where I really want to be, but how do I look from a happy place? Where's the happy other place I want to be?
I feel like that is very true. Because every time I think about like, okay, what's happening next? I'm like,
Anxiety.
that fool. Like,
Yes, I know you, ma'am. And I get it because I feel like I'm the same way because I'm like I push myself too much, but sometimes it's like, okay, let's sit down. I'm happy. I'm okay. Okay, now let's look at where am I going to be happy and okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Next one. What's a mistake you're secretly grateful for?
I felt like at the beginning, when I first moved here, I was very like not all over the place, but mentally, I was just like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? It was always like the question of like, did I make a mistake? Like, but honestly, I feel like the move needed to happen for me to really
be where you are,
be where I'm at right now. Because I feel like I've learned a lot about myself moving out here. So I wouldn't say it was like a mistake originally. It was just like,
it felt like it could have been one.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I think to me, like, I always knew that I needed to leave Boston. I didn't know exactly where, but I felt like I needed to come out of my comfort zone to really become, and I think that's usually the hardest part because when you start feeling comfortable in a place, you start growing roots, and then you're afraid of letting go because what if the grass is not greener on the other side, So I get that, yeah. I think for me, a couple of years ago, I got into credit card debt for the first time. I wouldn't say pretty badly, probably average American, but I'm grateful that I made that mistake back then because I feel like if it would have been in another stage in my life, like I started working in banking when I was very young. I think I was like 18 or 19. And I had my first credit card already knowing what mistakes people were making because I was working with a lot of people that maybe weren't in very good spots themselves. So I could see what the trends were. And I never allowed myself to make those kind of mistakes. And in life, you learn that sometimes you have to make them yourself to really be able to learn. So I think that when that happened a couple years ago, it was good timing because I found myself a way out of that. But now I know what it is like to leave it on your own, because sometimes it's easy to judge people and be like, oh, how did they get there?
Yeah.
But when you get there yourself, you're like, it takes 2 swipes. 2 swipes, people.
And intrusive thought.
Y YOLO win. You YOLO, you're like, you only live once. Pop. That's it. Se fueron. So I think like to me it's really important because one of my big stresses is definitely financial stability, especially now being a mom. It's just like I need to feed my kids, they need to have a roof over their head, and they need to be able to live life through every kind of experience possible. So yeah, I think that's probably the best mistake I've ever made. What's one thing you wish people understood about you?
That even though I've shown my soft side a little more now. Before I really didn't. But
esta mujer dejó de hablarme por no se sabe cuánto tiempo. Vamos a ser más claro.
But I'm really just like in life, just a lover girl, and not just like in relationships. I'm talking about like in general. Like I'm very sensitive. I'm very like I overthink about a lot of things or what I say to people because my last intent is to like hurt somebody else. Yeah. So it's like I wish people knew how I really like feel.
Yeah. No, and even like how to approach you.
Yeah.
Like for me, being in the other side of your thoughts sometimes, where I really get to be in there, like really seeing that people are not mindful. Like when someone shows you mindfulness, it's because they want the exact same thing back. So like how hard it is to kind of find yourself in a spot with people so that you don't hurt them.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
I'm really just a softie, honestly.
She doesn't seem, but
Not at all.
yeah.
Like, ¿cuál es? I'm a softie with a little bit of anxiety.
God forbid, I'm a sensitive gangster.
I guess it doesn't have to do with understand. It doesn't. I wish people understood more the way that I show love.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I had it in my head. Oh my God, yo te conozco tan bien.
I wish people. I just feel like it's so hard for me sometimes to like make friends or to like have people understand me, or like I don't know, like I really want to be like all up in your business and all up with you, and like what are we gonna do, and like but sometimes I just take a step back. And I'm also not a good communicator. Like there's a lot of friends that to me like I hold so dearly in my heart, and like I watch your stories all the time, and you know, like I put the little hearts in the corner, but it's just so hard for me to sometimes just like say something. And I've developed a lot of social anxiety through the years. So sometimes my silent is not that I don't want to be present, but I don't know how, or that I'm really afraid of being rejected.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish people saw that a little bit more.
Okay, I see you.
Okay, so last but not least, this woman stressing here. Dios mío. When do you feel most like yourself?
Lately, I feel like I've been feeling more like myself. Like I'm just AC on all the way low to like 60.
I can't with her.
In my little Arctic with my little yellow blankie on, coloring my books, and I'm watching TV in the background with a little candle on. I feel like with hard days, I feel like I've been feeling more like myself when I'm just in that little space right now. Because I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just calming myself down, and I'm just thinking about what I'm doing right now. Y cuando estoy en una discoteca bailándome una bachata.
To me, there's several places. Definitely una discoteca bailando una bachatica, porque señora
no vamos a negar que a nosotros nos gusta la calle.
Que nos canta el party, el discoteo y la fiesta.
Pero
la festivities.
My evil twin gotta be next to me.
Always. One and thing two together, we're a combo. That's gonna be one. Another one's gonna be the shower. I think like showers, especially at night, like a hot shower at night, like I kind of feel through, like also my brain goes crazy mode and my creativity explodes, and sometimes I run to this woman and I'm like, oh my God, you don't know what I just thought about.
Ella el pelota.
There's also gonna be when I get home from work, just having my actual roles and begin. Is this I usually leave home before everyone's awake, and just getting home and seeing everyone awake and being home, which is like my safe space, and being with my kids and just thinking like what we're gonna do next, and being with Adonis. That's usually like just my safe space. And last but not least is gonna be movie nights.
Oh, I love movie nights.
I just love being in my sofa. I love watching movies. I love me some popcorn. Adonis making me some oatmeal chocolate, which is my favorite, and the girls getting ready to sleep on Fridays for pizza night before having their last slice. And the world just
it's just like
feels complete.
coming back down.
Yes, yes, that is it. That is it. Yeah. Whew. So it's been a very reflective
Literally.
podcast. Lots of thoughts and emotions, and you know, getting to know us a little bit more too, right?
And a more deeper
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. There's gonna be obviously lots of topics coming up next, some funner, some deeper, and a little bit of everything, but we wanna keep you guys happy and, you know, giving us feedback on what you want to hear about.
Please let us know what other topics you would like, porque we're out of them.
Mentira, Leandro. Ya hice una lista. Cálmate. No, ignórenla, señores. Mi creatividad volvió.
De que está bien, Andrea. But please let us know what you want to hear about more. Like, are there any specific questions that you would like us to answer, like from the other podcasts that we've done? I know there's some story times that I've
on hold.
que están en pausa, pero
yes,
ustedes digan, ¿no?
Yes. Also thinking we want to do a couple lives too.
Yes, which I'm nervous for.
Get in there and start talking and improvising with you guys. We try to keep it as raw as possible.
Yeah.
Not overthink the questions before we answer to you guys live. But anyways, I just want to say thank you.
Gracias por vernos.
Sí.
Ha sido un placer. Por favor, comenten, like, share,
subscribe. And before everybody leaves, en el episodio de hoy, quiero darle un very special shout out
a Donnie.
Very special, you know, just very grateful for all the support, all the people that has been watching, and Adonis, because listen, my man don't play. He got us the setup ready. He's always up in there with us, just being supportive, sending us ideas. And another shout out to Denny.
Oh my God, mi amor, te amo, te adoro, te aprecio. Ella,
te adoramos demasiado.
¿Quieres que te baile?
Okay, so bye bye. Thank you for watching.